And welcome back to Doctors on TV. Mga kasambahay, meron po tayong special segment this morning brought to us by Geriatrica International Incorporated. Kasama po natin ang isang very prominent cardiologist currently practicing at the UST Hospital, a fellow of the Philippine College of Cardiology, Dr. Alan Romero. Good morning, Dr. Romero.
Good morning.
Good morning po.
Thank you for coming here.
So, Doc, for this
So
episode,
early.
we've been talking about cardiac arrest, tumitigil ang tibok ng puso. One of the big risk factors for getting early cardiac arrest is having mga blockages sa arteries na nagdadala ng dugo sa puso. How can we prevent getting blockages in our arteries?
Yes, ito yung maganda rito, no? Kaya nating i-prevent. We do not want sudden cardiac arrest, sudden death, no? Pero ito, maiiwasan natin kung alam natin basically yung level ng bad cholesterol, good cholesterol. Kasi ang mga pasyente ngayon, alam na nila yung ang mga bagay na to, no? When we go for routine check-up, alam nila na kailangan nilang screen for this, no? Tapos, yung mga iba naman, may symptom na discuss kanina, no? Bago kasi mangyari yan, definitely, almost 90% nakakaramdam yung mga pasyente ng simptomas like naninikip ang dibdib, chest pain, no? Ito yung signal na kailangan talaga sila magpatingin sa doktor. So, para ma-prevent ito, one is to get the baseline cholesterol panel, no? Lipid profile. Dito makikita natin yung level ng good and bad cholesterol na kailangan manatiling nasa safe level.
Hindi lang dapat total cholesterol, no? Dapat
Yes.
talaga makuha yung good levels and the bad levels
Yes.
of cholesterol.
Yes.
So, clarify ko lang, ang good cholesterol ay yung tinatawag na HDL sa laboratory natin.
Yes, yung high density lipoprotein or HDL.
Okay.
Yun yung good.
Yes, yun ang good. Yung LDL, low density lipoprotein, yun yung culprit sa pagkakaroon ng pagbabara sa mga ugat sa puso. Para madaling tandaan, no, yung LDL, ito I got it from a mentor, from one of our mentors, no. Sinabi niya, LDL daw ay lechon de leche. kaya madaling matandaan.
LDL, lechon de leche,
Yes.
bad cholesterol.
Yes. Pero masarap.
Very lechon de leche. PLDL.
And as I understand, dapat early on, I think 20 years old is the age that all people should be screened for high cholesterols na, no?
Yes,
Bata.
actually if you will read the textbooks, no, makikita mo na dapat for men mas maaga, no, 40s, 50s, pag females nasa 60s pag menopause na. Pero ngayon, because of part na ng mga pre-screening sa mga employers, no, nagkakaroon ng findings. Ito na nga isa sa pinaka-common findings, mataas yung cholesterol level, dyslipidemia na tinatawag nila. That's why they refer to internist, cardiologist. Kaya nakikita natin sa mga clinics natin, meron na mga recommendation na kailangan ma-screen talaga sila.
Pero pabata ng pabata ngayon yung merong problema sa cholesterol, Doc. Bakit ba nangyayari yun?
Yes, kasi number one is yung stressful life natin, tsaka yung lifestyle, no? Kinakain.
Lifestyle problem.
Sama-sama tsaka add mo pa yan yung hereditary or genetic factors na kapag itong pamilyang ito or member ka nun, merong sa early coronary artery disease risk or diabetes, yan, papasok yan.
And we know, pag mataas ang levels ng bad cholesterol, mas maaga nagkaka-heart attack and stroke ang isang tao.
Yes, tama yan.
How can we lower the levels of bad cholesterol?
Okay, one is lifestyle pa rin, no? Lifestyle changes, exercise, proper diet, yun pa rin ang recommendation. Pero if these things fail, we will resort to medications. The first line ngayon sa bagong guidelines natin is taking of statins, no?
Okay.
Drugs that can really have proven to lower cholesterol and decrease mortality and morbidity with regards to coronary heart disease and cardiac arrest. No? Yun ang ating...
But aside from drugs that we can take, are there any other supplements that are available?
Yes, meron kasi ngayon marami naglalabasan ng mga supplements na nakaka-prevent ng pag-build up ng cholesterol sa mga ugat ng puso. Yung mga antioxidants with their effects na makababa rin ng bad cholesterol. Kasi ang ginagawa basically yung ating mga coronary arteries, no, meron ng yung mga pasyenteng high risk na magkaroon ng sudden death. Yun yung mga nagkakaroon ng heart attack, no. Nagra-rupture yung plaque ng cholesterol. Once nag-rupture yan, magka-clot ang mga dugo natin, platelets, mga coagulation factors, babara. Pag bumara yung ugat at ang natamaan pa yung pinaka-main coronary artery na nagsusupply sa heart muscle, the heart will stop pumping.
Okay.
Yun yung dinidiscuss kanina, no? It will not pump. Electrical instability will come in, yung arrhythmia.
Okay.
Kaya mamamatay yung pasyente, no? Yun ang mangyayari doon.
Kaya alam mo, meron tayong, ang sponsor natin actually, meron silang product na nagpapa-stabilize no, ng plaque na hindi pumutok.
Okay.
Ito yung in the form of polyols.
Okay.
Oo.
So, yan po
So,
ang
Doc,
product natin.
Yeah, oo. So yung polynol doc can actually stabilize yung mga plaque formation para hindi siya pumutok at mag-cause nung pag-clot nitong mga pumuputok na ugat no, ng dugo natin at bumara dun sa ating puso.
Yes. First of all, sasabihin ko rin, no, actually, the first line should be statins. Statins, yung natawag natin mga HMG-CoA reductase inhibitors. Talagang sila yung first line of treatment na nakakapagpababa ng cholesterol. Other than that, they stabilize the plaque in
Alright.
our coronaries. Pero we have noticed that some patients, not all, kapag they take it chronically, meaning matagalan, tumataas yung mga kanilang liver enzymes, SGPT, tapos that will, lalo na kapag tumas ito more than 3 times the upper limit, that's the time we really have to stop. Kasi baka magkaroon ng toxicity. So, we resort to second-line treatment. One of the best options is our product for today, the policosanol. Well, it's an alcohol-based na nakakapag-prevent ng oxidative stress within the artery sa ating mga ugat para ma-prevent yung rupture. So, ang main cause niya is to stabilize the plaque.
Correct.
Kasi we do not want the vulnerable plaque, no? Yung mga unstable plaque na pwedeng mag-rupture, mag-cause ng MI, and then arrhythmia, sudden death. Yun ang ayaw natin.
MI meaning heart attack.
Yes, MI is heart attack. No?
Alright.
Yes.
So how is this product taken, Doc?
Usually, the recommendation is taking it 2 tablets once a day. Usually, the same time you take at night statins. No? Pwede mo actually siyang i-take on its own or in combination with statins. And maganda.
So, ano Dok ang ikinaganda nitong ating polynol? Ito ba ay may side effect o wala?
Yes, yan ang magandang tanong po, ma'am, kasi ang polynol, even if you take it chronically based on their studies, no, hindi siya nakaka-affect sa liver. So, hindi tumataas ang SGPT at saka very safe siya kasi nga galing siya sa plant and it's a good product.
Tapos yung studies na ginawa no, sa coenzyme Q10 natin, dito naman sa point of view ng nutraceuticals, ang maganda kasi hindi siya nagpapababa dun sa coenzyme Q10, unlike other medication na bumababa. So in effect, ang kanyang resulta is bumababa yung cholesterol mo, napiprevent sa plaque formation, at the same time, nasa-stabilize nga nitong clots natin.
Yes, tama po
Importante
yan.
yung coenzyme Q10 kasi, no, Doc?
Yes.
And again, just to emphasize, Doc, it's not meant to replace your statin,
Yes.
but it can be an add-on therapy
Yes.
to help
Add-on.
to stabilize the plaque and
Tama
prevent heart attacks and eventually cardiac arrest.
Yes.
So thank you very much, Dr. Alan Romero. Very, very insightful inputs this morning. Marami po tayong
Okay.
natutunan.
Salamat din.
Yes. Thank you, Doc. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.